She was a kite killer, not a saint. A pillar of restraint, a flawed dog, an outlaw dog. Don't come around here no more, they said. That's the last kite you tore. You got bad habits, you see a kite and grab it. You chew it to bits, you give us kite flyers fits. It's time to call it quits. Well, they chased her through the bushes and down the avenues. Chased her around the windmills and up to Nob Hill. But she sought sanctuary in the cathedral. And the mob was barred outside and was very shrill. Kite killer, where do you roam? Across the wide city where the cheap kites are flown. They're riding the winds and they're sinking like stones. You tear them to shreds while the humans they groan. Kite killer, they don't like your kind. They call you a killer, an outlaw canine. You come to the parks, not heeding the signs. You better hightail it to where the sun doesn't shine. Well, the clergy and the kite flyers were terribly torn, but they were sworn in their hearts to do good. They gave her food and water, but they were on the border and could conceivably violate their order and toss her outside into the sea of vengeful humanity. And then media descended, and the spectacle was sent uncensored into every living room by the stymied mob, feeling gloom. They tried to lure her out with sumptuous treats, delicious bones, squealing toys, and even couscous. But she would not budge. She had a grudge, a fight. It was a sight. Kite killer, where do you roam? Across the wide city where the cheap kites are flown. They're riding the winds and they're sinking like stones. You tear them to shreds while humans they groan. Kite killer, they don't like your kind. They call you a killer, an outlaw canine. You come to the parks, not heeding the signs. Well, you better hightail it where the sun doesn't shine. Well, as the sun went down and a crowd of gawkers lined the barricades, some rooting for the kite killer flyers and some rooting for the betrayed dog who had strayed. But kite flyers were getting restless. There was nothing to do but wait. They began flying their kites in hopes of tricking her out. But they were such poor kite flyers that they ran out of glue, and a few abandoned their vigil, blew her off, and went back to their lofts. But an indie filmmaker saw an opportunity and erected a makeshift screen and screened a short film entitled Children of the Corn Dog, to the delight and mystification of all those spending the night and kissing their suppers goodbye. Well, after viewing the film a few times, a dozen times at least, and getting ravenously hungry, they raced berserkly back down the hill, charging into all that restaurants and markets to eat their fill. And when they came back, the kite killer was gone. But was she really gone? Was she ready to lurk behind the birch, lurch behind the birch, and bite another kite? Kite Killer, where do you roam? Across the wide city where the country kites are flown. They're riding the winds and they're sinking like stones. You tear them to shreds while the humans they groan. Oh, Kite Killer, they don't like your kind. They call you a killer, an outlaw canine. You come to the parks, not heeding the signs. You better hightail it to where the sun doesn't shine.